is the Wall Street. This is the Wall Street Beat Show, Crypto and Crypto. And if you didn't know, now you know, bitches. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. There's Wall Street, I don't know. It's Crypto and Crypto, don't flip, yo. Talks about niggas Crypto and Crypto. We got these indicators, don't be a hater or a hoe. I gotta let you know, we're making Crypto and Crypto. Hit the like and subscribe, we're going on the run. I get excited when I buy crypto. I said I get excited when I buy crypto. You gotta keep your emotions. I said I get excited when I buy. It's time to settle the score. You don't want to.
Good morning, Wall Street Pete. Sick dough in crypto. Want to learn how to make sick dough in crypto? Well, every day we come to you with a live, keeping you up to date with this cryptocurrency news and technical analysis. If you're interested in that sort of thing, well, come meet us. Hit the bull signal. I meant to say hit the bull signal, which we're going to talk about right now. What is the bull signal? It's like the bat signal. Come on over, hit that bell, all notification, become a subscriber today. I would appreciate it very much. Andrew, what's up? Nice to see you in the super chat. Rising Sun, 1.48K subscribers, been off for a little bit. We had some major problems, but we are back in action. Hit the like and subscribe. Become a subscriber today. Cash will soon be obsolete. Will America be ready? That's going to be the end of the article I talk about today. Very important for a lot of people in America, very important for a lot of people in general to understand that particular article. So we're going to go over that at the end if you're excited for that. A lot of my crypto news I get from over here. And right off the rip, we're going to talk about it. 1.07 trillion market cap. Nice to have a lot of you this morning in the super chat. It's Monday. A lot of people have the Monday blues. Hey, you're having a rough morning. Put your feet back in bed. I don't want to hear a thing. Put a good song on and change your attitude. Don't put your feet back down on the ground until you're ready to be an adult. All right, let's go. A lot of people do have that attitude, so now we've got our attitude changed. Wall Street Pete, sick knowing crypto, talking about some things. Why Ethereum needs to break above $1,780, $1,780. Keep that in mind. It is very important. It is very, very important for that price to break through. If Ethereum can do that, we will be on some steam that will start a little bit of some FOMO into the crypto space. Been loading up on HBAR, Crypto Puppet. Nice to have you in here. Want a lot of people to hear what's going on with Ethereum, and Ethereum is getting set for 500 million users.
If we really have to call it done, end of 2023. 2023 is going to be the year when roll-ups really come to maturity. We have 4844 that gives roll-ups more space, and we have the trading wheels on roll-ups that really get weakened a lot. That kind of gets us to like most of sharding being finished, and then roll-ups going fully trustless, and then there's full tank sharding. For me personally, I think after the changes, that would be the first point where I would feel comfortable saying, even if nothing else happens past that point, I would be happy with Ethereum. If we need to, we can stop there. We're not going to stop there, right? And we want to kind of like go ahead and try to actually make sure that the Ethereum ecosystem gets support 500 million users before the bull where 500 million users are knocking on the door actually.
So, like, he's a pretty intelligent guy. Before, obviously, the market starts heading there, he wants to have it all set. Obviously, the FUD was real with Binance. We talked about that. Getting into a few things, though. Colombia, Ripple, XRP is one of my assets this morning, so if you're excited for that, hang tight, hit the bell, hit the all notification, hit that like button. XRP, what is happening this morning? We're going to talk about that. The central bank says it will experiment and test Ripple's CBDC platform, an end-to-end solution for central banks in a controlled environment without compromising public resources. It makes pretty good sense to do this. I love the testing on it. They're going to see if it is able to perform in the exact ways it would love for it to do, for a CBDC to perform. And I'm pretty excited about this. So if you are excited, we're going to talk about XRP this morning right now. And why XRP looks pretty bullish on this chart. We're looking at a daily chart. Oscillator on the bottom is a huge buy signal here. Could be a few days to come across with this buy signal still showing bullish. But looking at the chart, if you pay attention, 55.5 cents major resistance for XRP. So with this all going on, all this news happening, that 30-cent FUD to the bottom here, as I thought we would get, came all the way to it just couple times. If you see here, now it's been down here from the the whole entire about a year. So we're in June now of 19. So congratulations. We're 2 days away from summer. Official summer coming into play. As you can see here, though, we are getting major resistance at the 55.75, so just about 55.5 cents for XRP. What we want to do now is find XRP finishing a candle and breaking above the 64 cents. Going to be pretty vital, pretty important. It's very important for that price to break through now. I want you to understand 64 cents for the specific XRP range here is big, because what happens is we get back to 78 cents. We'll actually be able to say 78 cents could be a top for 2023. Call me crazy, but that could actually be the top until we really start moving during the Bitcoin halving. So I want people to understand that. A little bit of some XRP news. As you can see here, daily candles. Each candle represents 1 day. So as it's moving, So as it's moving here, and you see we need to break above the 55.5, how important it is. You can see these candles we couldn't get through. Almost did, but it didn't happen here. So we got some days to come through. We're hoping we can change the trend. As you can see, the trend is changing. We need to get this V-like shape recovery coming through. Buy signals on the daily for my oscillator. I love it very much. I need the volume to come in on the bottom, of course. As we know, could use a couple other indicators. Change your charts and see what you're looking at, even in the shorter time frame. Now, I would tell you double top pattern formation. Be very, very eerie. Be very careful. Even on the 4-hourly, you could see that on the daily. This pattern is definitely happening here, and we want to keep going up and testing that 55.5 cents. Why? Because the more you test it, the more of a chance for a breakthrough. So XRP is one of my assets. I'm pretty excited for XRP. Getting back into the crypto news, though. JP Morgan expects dollar dominance to persist even if China overtakes U.S. as world's largest economy. So this is pretty much happening right now. The DXY, the dollar, is holding pretty strong. So with this news happening, I actually agree with JP Morgan of what they're speaking of in the article. Want to check it out, that's up to you. Just giving you a little bit of some news this morning. Cardano shines despite volatility. What about ADA? And Cardano's transaction volume reaches 69.1 million as the team persists through market volatility. DeFi growth remains restrained. So pretty good for Cardano. It's growing. A lot of other assets are growing as well. A little bit out of the macro. Well, Do Kwon, he's found guilty creating a fake passport in Montenegro, now sitting there for the last 6 months. People are basically just going to slam the hammer for this guy, the beginning of the Terra Luna collapse. So talking about that, getting into the crypto news. Now we're going to do a little bit of some technical analysis. Basically, if you can see here from the crypto bubble chart, we don't have much action going on. We have more bloodbaths than anything. So right now is a time where I expect the market to be just rather sideways, boring, not too much going on. We did have a Father's Day holiday. And what's going on is we're fighting for the Bitcoin ETF. I'm not sure if everyone understands what's happening. Fidelity. What else? We have Grayscale. And we also have BlackRock. So what's happening is they're all fighting to get the approval for the U.S. courts, right? The SEC and everyone to know that, hey, we are going to be able to create an ETF for crypto. Come here. This is the place to go, right? And if this were to happen, Grayscales would get killed. Grayscales would get annihilated if Fidelity or BlackRock perhaps got it. As we know, BlackRock, and I'm not sure if you do know, but BlackRock is on the verge of getting an ETF for Bitcoin. So it's a big deal. And that does happen. Grayscales is in the midst of actually suing because they cannot get this to go forward. So Grayscales has been trying to do this for a while. I'm not really sure why they can't collab and come together. We have one more altcoin I want to talk about. Layer 2 project, why I think it's going to be magnificent. What's up, Hugh? Nice to have you in the super chat. Excuse me. Nice to have you here. I want to talk about a couple other things before we go. Obviously, the second altcoin, but I do want to talk about this. This is a very big important as I'm going to close the show with this. As we're getting ready to end, we'll do this and the second Layer 2 project to keep their money relevant. I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but many central banks are experimenting with digital versions of their currencies. These currencies are virtual, like Bitcoin, but unlike Bitcoin, which is a private enterprise, they are issued by the state and function much like traditional currencies. Now listen to this part. This is fucked up. The idea is for central banks to introduce these digital currencies in limited circulation, right, to exist alongside cash as just another monetary option, and then broaden their circulation over time as they gain in popularity and cash fades away. Guys, this is a big problem for anybody enjoying the U.S. dollar. And a lot of people are not going to want this to happen. But unfortunately, dollar bill will be gone. It's going to be obsolete. I don't know what to tell you. There's an article about it, for Christ's sake, and usually you can't find things of that. So call it a conspiracy, call it what it is, but you'll be calling it, hey, Wall Street Pete was right again. We'll be alive to see it. Hopefully we'll be alive to see it. My second altcoin, Arbitrum, ARB, if you're looking for that ticker in the trading view. It's ARB Arbitrum. It is a layer Ethereum scaling token. I'm pretty excited about this particular asset, and a lot of growth going on. A huge falling wedge, particularly on this pattern here. Believing why I think that 115 is the major ticker price, major factor. My confirmation, not financial advice, as none of this is financial advice, just Wall Street Pete sharing some of his Wall Street days. Used to work on Wall Street. Learn about trading commodities. I started out as a screen clerk, then learned and started trading a little bit and getting my feet wet with that. But almost a decade in there, working on Wall Street. It was a great time, and learned a lot of charts, learned a lot of tips from some of the brokers I work with. And you know what? This, my friends, here is about a 115. We're looking for the 115 breakout. Once that starts happening, usually this is where we get the head and shoulders pattern. And this is why I believe, if you remember, a lot of the assets, what were they? They were layer one projects that were exploding in the last bull run. Well, I think it's going to be the layer two projects that start exploding this time. Looking at the right shoulder, Arbitrum, ARB, could get a move like this, similar all the way to the 160. This will be what I will be paying close attention to once we start breaking out of that particular pattern for this falling wedge here. So if it is an ABC-like correction coming in, eventually we will see the support double bottom here make happen. As we see a head forming here, I think we could get a right shoulder coming in, and that would be rather very bullish. So I've been thinking to buy some Arbitrum. Crypto Puppet says this is actually a really good one. If you like Ethereum, you might want to start learning a little bit about ARB. Then these are my two crypto assets. My name is Wall Street Pete, Crypto and Crypto, and I try to come live every single day possible. We're back. We're healthy. We're going to be working out. We're going to be talking about pumping our bags, pumping our muscles, eating right, being strong. I have a nice garden I love to talk about, and many other things. So if you do like this channel very much, we're still talking about helping feed the poor. I do it every day as possibly as I can. Don't have to show it or show proof. But every day I do love to give. I wish more people would be like that. Help out the less fortunate if you could do so. So that's what this channel is about. The reason why I started. It's not for money. We're not making money off this channel. If you think that this channel in the last 2-3 years, you've been giving us money besides donating, like as Mr. Blake does. Thank you, Mr. Blake, every month for your PayPal donation. We're not making any money off the channel. All we're doing is making friends, which is absolutely amazing. I love it. So I hope you enjoyed the channel, Wall Street Pete, Crypto and Crypto. If you want to check us out on Instagram, you can go to wallst.pete. We have a nice Instagram. We talk about a lot of other things outside of crypto. Have a wonderful day. My name is Wall Street Pete. Take care.